When you're looking for a partner, you want someone who gets you, who shares your values, and who understands what you're all about. But sometimes, we find ourselves in situations where things aren't quite as they seem. At first, everything may appear perfect. But over time, little things start to make you uneasy. Maybe it's the way they speak to you, or how they behave when things don't go their way. It's not always obvious at first, but as the relationship unfolds, those red flags begin to surface. They might not be screaming at you right away, but deep down you start to feel something's off. You can't put your finger on it, but there's this nagging feeling that something isn't quite right. Well, today you're going to learn how to spot those red flags in a partner, especially when you're dealing with a Sigma type, and how to trust your instincts to avoid potential heartache down the road. Let's start with the first sign, which is a complete lack of empathy. Now, it might seem like a small thing, but it's a huge deal. A Sigma partner who doesn't show empathy for others, whether it's you, their friends, or even strangers, is a major red flag. When someone is unable or unwilling to understand or care about other people's feelings, it's a sign that they are more focused on themselves than the people around them. They might brush off your concerns, laugh at your emotions, or ignore the feelings of others. If you notice a pattern of behavior where they're dismissive of others' emotions, this is a sign that they may not be emotionally available or capable of forming a healthy connection with you. They may have their own issues, or they may just not be interested in caring about how their actions affect others. Either way, it's a dangerous territory to navigate, and it's something you need to pay attention to. Another red flag is when your Sigma partner tries to isolate you from your friends or family. At first, it might feel like they just want to spend more time with you, but over time, they may begin to subtly push you away from your loved ones. They might say things like, "You don't need to hang out with them anymore," or "They don't really understand you like I do." This isolation tactic can be very sneaky, and you might not even realize it's happening until it's too late. This is an attempt to gain control over you by limiting your social circle, which makes it harder for you to get a second opinion about what's really going on. A healthy relationship should encourage you to have a strong support system. It should help you grow as a person and make sure you stay connected to the people who care about you. So, if your partner is trying to separate you from those who have your back, that's a major warning sign. One of the most dangerous red flags is when a Sigma partner exhibits controlling behavior. This can come in many forms, from dictating where you go, who you talk to, what you wear, or how you spend your time. It's all about power and manipulation. And it's something you should never ignore. At first, it might feel like they just care about you, but control is never love. It's a way to diminish your sense of self and your independence. You might notice that they start to make decisions for you, or undermine your ability to make your own choices. Whether it's through guilt, threats, or pressure, if they're constantly trying to control your actions, that's not a healthy dynamic. It's a major sign that you need to take a step back and evaluate whether this is really a relationship worth staying in. Then there's the issue of dishonesty. We all know that trust is the foundation of any relationship, but a Sigma partner who lies to you, even about small things, can quickly unravel that trust. It could start with little white lies, like where they've been or who they were with, but it can snowball into something bigger. The truth doesn't get better with time, but lies do, and the more they lie, the harder it becomes to trust them. When you find yourself constantly questioning their words and actions, that's a major red flag. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. No relationship should feel like you're living in a constant state of uncertainty, wondering whether what they're telling you is the truth or a carefully constructed lie. A Sigma partner can also show a lack of accountability. They're never the ones at fault. Everything is always someone else's problem. It's never their mistake. It's always someone else's fault. This kind of behavior might seem harmless at first, but over time it erodes the foundation of the relationship. If they never take responsibility for their actions, they won't grow as a person, and neither will the relationship. You'll find yourself carrying the weight of everything, while they get away without facing any consequences for their actions. This lack of accountability can lead to resentment and frustration, and it makes it impossible to have a healthy, balanced relationship. One of the more subtle red flags in a Sigma partner is when they're emotionally unavailable. They might act like they're not interested in talking about their feelings, or they might shut down when you try to connect on a deeper level. They might avoid conversations that require emotional vulnerability. They'll keep things surface level, and this leaves you feeling disconnected. If they don't want to open up about their emotions, it's a sign they might be hiding something, or they simply don't want to invest emotionally. You deserve a partner who is emotionally available and ready to build a deeper connection, not someone who keeps their walls up at all times. Then there's the issue of inconsistency. A Sigma partner who is unpredictable with their behavior can leave you constantly walking on eggshells. One moment they might be super affectionate and kind, and the next they might be cold and distant. This emotional roller coaster can be draining, and it creates an environment where you never know what to expect. This inconsistency can leave you questioning everything. What's real, what's fake, and it can make you doubt your own instincts. No relationship should be a game of guessing. You need consistency and reliability in a partner, so you can build trust and security. And lastly, a Sigma partner might make you feel unworthy or constantly make you feel like you're not enough. At first, they might praise you, but over time, they might start to criticize you, undermine your confidence, or make you feel small. This subtle emotional manipulation is a red flag, because it's designed to erode your self-esteem and make you dependent on them for validation. It can be hard to spot at first, but if you notice that you're constantly second-guessing yourself, or you feel like you're not living up to their expectations, that's a warning sign that this relationship isn't healthy for you. So take a step back and look at the relationship objectively. Trust your instincts, and remember that you deserve a partner who respects you, values you, and makes you feel safe and secure. If any of these red flags are present, it's time to reconsider whether this is the right relationship for you. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share because you'll learn even more about recognizing the signs of unhealthy relationships in the next video. Stay tuned.